Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to In the Library. I'm your personal librarian, Bill Georato. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back. Here we talk all things books, words, and writing. Today we have the fourth edition of Keep It Simple, with 4 more tips to keep your writing simple and easy to read. But before we get into it, if you enjoy this kind of content, please like, share, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and of course, comment. We also have merch and Discord. So come on in, take a seat, and let's turn some pages. So, our first tip concerns meeting minutes. What this means is taking notes and keeping a record of what's happening in your meeting. And for 3 reasons, you want to do this: to record all important details and decisions made during the meeting. You want to have it available to inform those who weren't able to attend the meeting, or for those who want to go back and review what happened in the meeting. And you want to include important action steps for attendees. So if anybody has any assignments that they need to work on and report back at the next meeting or a future meeting, there's a record there of who needs to do what and what the deadlines are for reporting back. And when you actually type up the notes, the minutes, you want to use bold-facing subheads, summarizing key points, and it's very helpful to bullet point next steps. So our next tip is concerning the use of acronyms and abbreviations. You want to minimize the use of these things. They are a way to shorten long phrases and save space, but they can also be confusing. And in my industry, medical insurance, there's actually acronyms that could mean 2 completely different things. So they could be confusing. So, and they're distracting, and it forces the reader to look back at earlier pages or the appendix to remember what you're talking about. So, to use plain language guidelines, you want to use the simplified name for the term, like a nickname. Okay? So, my company, Blue Cross Blue Shield Massachusetts, you could use Blue Cross MA, and people would know what you mean. Okay? If you're using the term more than once, be sure to spell it out completely at first use with the acronym or the abbreviation in parentheses right next to it. You can use the acronym or abbreviation after that, unless you're using that phrase or that term many, many, many times in the document. Then you can mix it in, acronym with the full name or the nickname. If you're only going to use it once, you don't need to abbreviate it at all. Just use the full name. So, number 3 is learning to say you're sorry. Companies, people, we're all human, and we make mistakes. And we need to learn how to say sorry. A good apology will build trust and lead to stronger relationships. So, how do you do that? You use the active voice, you acknowledge the mistake, you explain what happened, and if at all possible, you offer to make it right and explain what you would do in the future to try to prevent that same type of incident from happening again. And our last tip for today, bullet points. Bullet points can help you convey information clearly and concisely. Right? We need to keep our readers' attention, which can be difficult sometimes. So, bullet points are a good way to clearly and concisely break down what you want to convey. They're good for lists, providing instructions, summarizing key ideas found in longer documents. When you do bullet points, you want to keep them short. Right? Shorter sentences are better than longer sentences. You want to make sure that every bullet point is on topic. So if you have a document with 5 different topics, you want to make sure that each bullet point within those topics are related to that particular topic. And finally, you want to make bullet points consistent. You want to use the same parts of speech at the beginning of each bullet, particularly active verbs. There you have it. 4 more tips on keeping your writing simple. I hope you find these tips helpful to you in your writing. For more Keep It Simple, check out this playlist right here or click the link in the pinned comments. Do you have any tips to share? Feel free to put them in the comments. Thank you as always for watching, and please keep on reading. We'll see you next time.